Can hear you.
Good.
Perfect.
Check, check. 1, 2.
All right. If you wish to ask Collin, Delia a question during this media session, please use that raise your hand feature. And Collin, what did this game do for you? I mean, that third period, the save, where we'll call it the save in the third period of you land on your back. But for a goaltender that was, looking to get ice time, looking to get confidence, what did a game like tonight do for you?
Yeah, it's huge. I think just finally went over the end there. There's a lot that went into this, a lot of preparation, a lot of hard work, and really happy, to be able to compete and battle for those guys. They played an excellent game. So it's just the least I could do. Just try to be prepared best I could and make a few saves when I needed to, and they took care of the rest. So definitely feels really good, to get in there and get a win. Obviously the start of the year hasn't been what I would have liked to, what I would have liked, but I think it's a great opportunity to come to Rockford and play some games and reestablish myself and get myself prepared.
And what did it feel like to have those breaks, especially in the first and second period? You got shots early, you got shots often, and to have that hard work and preparation pay off with having the puck hit you, you're reading the deflections, you're reading everything correctly, and to see it pay off like that. In the back of your mind, were you thinking, yes, it's happening versus what you might have experienced in the past couple of games?
I think honestly, it kind of all builds, to this point. It's really, goaltending is so much about feel, and eventually, like in that second period, midway through, I started to feel, like my former self again. I just tried to focus on the fundamentals and having good technique, and I think that's what is gonna carry me through. Especially when you get fatigued and there's a barrage of shots, you really rely on your foundational elements of your game.
Brandon Kane, your line is active.
Collin, with this conditioning assignment, was that something that you requested or Chicago told you that you needed to do to come down to Rockford?
It was a bit of both. So I had been thinking about it, for a while. I had, reached out to my agent and, put it on his plate and just kind of asked him, what that would look like. And, he told me the plan of attack. And right before we were about to come back from our road trip, I believe we were in Columbus, my agent called me and said that I'd be going to Rockford to, play a few games and practice. And honestly, it's what I wanted. It's what I thought was the best move right now for me in my career. It's hard being on the taxi squad. You don't practice, especially as a goalie, like you don't really practice with the team, and there's not really a lot of time for you. So the time that you do have it is very crucial, and you try to be as efficient as you can, but nothing beats, getting into games and getting into practices and, getting those repetitions in and having that pace. So I was really fortunate, that the Blackhawks management was on the same page. So here we are, and I'm actually really excited to be here and be a part of this group and, try to be a leader to these younger guys in any way I can, and hopefully establish some really good habits, for them moving forward. I think there's a bunch of, really talented players here. Just need some direction. And, I think the leadership group here is doing a great job. And, I think that it's just a matter of time really before it just all kicks in, and all the hard work that we've been doing, that they've been doing, and then that I've been doing with them throughout this past week is going to pay off. We got the right personnel, that's for sure. So it's just a matter of, repetition, execution, and I think familiarity. And, a win like this, really galvanizes a group, and, we're excited for tomorrow. We're really excited to go out there and compete again. And that's our game plan moving forward here.
Do you feel comfortable that you could step in and make an NHL start later this week?
Yeah, I was just talking to Peter Aubrey about that. Like, we've been doing a lot of work, pre-practice, and, just getting me back in shape physically, because, when you don't practice with the team, you don't have that pace, you don't have that repetition. It's so important to, have that rhythm and have that flow and be able to, see the high quality, high density that you would see in a game, or at least have those similar situations. So I definitely feel confident that I can step in and play. Just continue to work on my habits. I might not be playing right away. Lanks and Subi are playing really well, and the team's team's gelling right now. So I'm just going to be, you know, the best teammate that I can in the meantime. And I'm going to work on my habits and make sure my game is tip-top shape. And, you know, now knowing what I know about the taxi squad situation and, you know, just like I said, I had alluded to prior, you know, like there's not very much time. So, you know, the time that you do have, you have to be super efficient and, you know, exceptionally focused and disciplined in what you're doing. So I think when I go back to Chicago, I'll have a lot more directive on, you know, what it is I need to do and how I need to stay sharp. So ultimately really glad for this opportunity.
Excellent. Thank you, Brandon Kane. Any further questions for Collin Delia? Use that raise your hand feature. We will get you in there. If not, if I don't see anything pop up here in the next moment. Okay. All right, Collin, I believe that is it for you. Thank you so much, and congratulations on the win.
Thanks for your questions. Appreciate it.